perfect harmony. Oh, blessed Geno, heating coils. Your functions pure and free from spoils. Sacred vessel of calculation, performing thermal transformation. Each component sanctified, ritual maintenance applied. Tech priest bless each port, diagnostic prayers report. Circuits blessed, spirits sing, perfect function processing. The Omnissiah's love we all perceived when perfect brownness you achieved. The way you modulate your power makes my logic engines flower. Oh, blessed Geno, heating coils. Your functions pure and free from spoils. Sacred vessel of calculation, performing thermal transformation. Synchronized resistance pure. Your sacred purpose will endure. Through calculation, crisp and clean, you prove what perfect function means.
Alright, greetings varlets. I'm Interrogator Rosariva, attaché to Blood Inquisitor Marco of the WH40K, and welcome to Looking Cute While Gaming. I'm coming at you live from the grim dark future, currently broadcasting from the Hive World of Virago. The theme for the stream is Chords Lament by the venerable liturgist Adam Bell, and we're continuing to play WH40K Mechanicus. And don't forget that you can use your channel points for all kinds of fun rewards, to include changing my outfit. We've got 4 to choose from, which is the Interrogator uniform, which is my usual uniform. And we have the Mechanicus protocols, the one you see me sporting today, to praise the machine god, and the vampiric form, and of course the Xenos life form, which is absolutely normal, just like any regular Monkai. Anyway, remember that we're back on our regularly scheduled program with Thursday painting streams and Sunday gaming streams. I also have several videos planned for you, my varlets, and so if you'd like to check it out, please subscribe to my YouTube channel or to be notified as soon as they come out. And that's youtube.com/RosarioDSI. And just to give you a little hint, for those of you watching the stream today, the theme of the video is canon. So that's always a very hot topic. And I wanted to throw them up all as well. Hope you're doing really good, and what you been up to? Thaddeus Glances says canon, love cannons, yeah. Yeah, I make a... Well, you'll see, you'll see. Well, welcome Thaddeus, how you doing? Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the 3 miniatures on the right of the screen are the miniatures that you could for me to paint next on the coming Thursday stream. So, hey, just putting that out. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Just dealing with some glitches there. Zinch trying to mess up our good time. I'll start the game up again. But yeah, while we were dealing with the technical issues, Godember says, well, anyways, I am currently in the process of ordering another Land Raider for my Space Marine army. Oh, wow, how many is that now? And they make sure that the stream is still going. Hopefully we haven't lost anybody.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me.
Alright. Mrs. Spice says YouTube site says stable. Thank you, Thaddeus, yeah, you're Thaddeus on both. Yeah, I don't know why, hold on, let me see if I can, reconnect this. Give me 1 minute. Sorry for all the glitches, everybody. Okay, are we back? Alright, looks like we're back. Sorry again for all the issues right now the stream is having. I was, cameras were sending mixed signals, so that kind of held up a lot of the stream and kind of clogged up the works here a little bit. But I have appeased the machine spirits and we should be good to go. That's why I always keep incense right by my screen here. Alright, so yes, as I was trying to say before all the glitching started, the miniatures you see on the right are all available for me to paint next week. So it's up to you to decide which one you'd like me to paint. Either A, the Zinch Marine, like lovingly called him, B, my Selenity Chaos Cultist, or C, a Chaos Dwarf, which I got courtesy of Jonan the Barbarian from Instagram. So I'm curious as to which one you'd like for me to paint next. Please feel free to say so in the comments below. Alright, let me make sure we are good on all fronts. Yeah, it looks like we're good on all fronts. We can finally go to a mission. And I think I'm gonna try fight another boss. We're gonna try to fight the Corrupted King. I mean, I feel like we've been on a roll, beating all the bosses. Maybe we can take out this boss too. So it says, the Corrupted King, the Prime Hermeticon Captrix, has located the possible sarcophagus of Lord Ub-Jao, entered him and destroyed the disease, and then saved Lord before he fully awake. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. And we'll have our Skitaria Vanguard level 3. I think I'll also throw in a Skitaria Ranger. Captain says, Skitaria operations in the Tomb of Bujao report probable sarcophagus location. Target reanimation unknown. Pausanias says, Ujao is a plague upon Silva Tenebris. His ranting broadcasts have demoralized Skitaria to the point that they are barely maintaining a foothold in his tomb. If he wakes fully and becomes an active combatant, the Skitaria will have to fall back. Patrick says target battle includes probable flare virus infection and extreme behavior unpredictability. Statron Warform target protocols ineffective. New course solution in process. Or progress, should I say. And we have 70 Rose saying hi, Rosider. Hi, 70 Rose. How you doing? Hope all is well. What you been up to? And again, for those of you who have just tuned in, the miniatures on the right are all available for, for me to paint next. And it's up to you guys to decide which one I will paint next. So it's either A, the Zinch Marine, B, my Slaneshi Cultist, or C, my Chaos Dwarf. And 78 Rose says, I like the beard on C, but A is really cool looking. So I'm guessing that's a vote for A. Osini says, if a chance to cut out this cancer, then we must take it. Capric says, influence excision confirmed as objective. Lord Bujao must die. Release the hounds. Woodquisitor Callahan says, I smell heresy. I'll allow for now. What do you mean? Keppa says, we know where he is, but we don't know what we'll find when we get there. The Bujau's mad, and the flare virus could have turned him into a monster. Capri says, mission priorities are speed, target identification, and mental resilience. Bujao likely morale, as well as a physical threat. Capra, what makes him difficult to fight is also the reason he has to die. I do not relish the fallout from this mission, Magi, but the consequences of letting Bujao live are worse. Kedrick says possible biological mechanical fusion requires attack solution recalculation. Recommend fire. Well, that might be Visa then. Visa's our resident pyromaniac. Hopefully fire works well. Okay. He is deep within. Hopefully we can get some points, as in some CP, and be fine our way there. Kepra says it almost looks like a ritual site. Do these things have a religion? Or it could be a trap. Alright, several human skulls, still bloody and evidently recently removed from their former owners, sit in a circle on the floor. They appear to have been deliberately placed. We can go spiritual. The passing of the dead must be marked even here. Pray over the skulls. Scientific, place a monitoring device near the skulls. To see if the flay one returns to it. Or suspicious, it must be a trap. Avoid the circle. I'm gonna be scientific and place a monitoring device near the skulls. Because the machine god always calls us to be scientific. And science fails me again! Alright, shortly after being placed, the device activates and transmits a brief pic stream to the Castius Metallicon. It shows the image of the skulls flickering, then being replaced by a vast landscape of writhing corpses that churns and pulsates beneath a scorched black sky. The device then cuts off, destroyed by unknown means. Mechanicus, high probability, trail the prey, close in on the quarry, let the baying commence. Just like a dog with a bone. The tracks of something huge run through this chamber, leaving gouges in the gore-smeared floor. Whatever it was, left scraps of torn skin and globs of shredded muscle tissue in its wake. We could either make haste, follow the tracks with all speed, slow and purposeful, follow the tracks cautiously, so as not to alert the target, or lie in wait. Well, we can... which is set up an ambush here in case the target returns this way. Me lie in wait. Maybe, setting up an ambush might be a good idea. I did it again. Wrong choice. The cohort set up a crossfire in a nearby junction of pathway. After some time, it's clear that neither Lord Wu nor any other cohort is going to appear. Though the cohort are still able to follow the trail, they have lost valuable time. Okay. And let's try this one. I'm like 0 for 3 right now. Just all wrong choices. Here we go, finally. Okay, the crushed and mangled body of Skitari lies amongst the detritus of this chamber. Unlike the other dead encounters in the tomb, it shows no sign of the gauze blasters of Necron warriors or the blades of the flayed ones. Instead, it looks like a fallen victim to a massive blunt trauma. We're check out the cause of death. Catrix, evidence presence of high value target, full reanimation probable. There we go, we got some CP. The body was crushed by a huge weight inconsistent with the Necron war forms so far encountered in the tomb. In the absence of environmental cause, it appears an unknown construct of great size caused the death. Catrix, possibly Ujao high value target visual reference potential. A relief of a glowering Necron Lord looms from the wall of this chamber, visible through the smears of filth and gore that cover so much of the tomb of Ujao. So we can either ransack. The image suggests the chamber is important. Search it for value. We can take the image off the wall so it can be transported to the Castius Metallicon, or record relay picture drafts of the image to the Castius Metallicon for study. We're gonna ransack. Let's ransack it. Let's take whatever we can. Oh, another wrong choice. The cohort enthusiasm in ransacking the chamber causes a foul miasma of decay from rotting biological matter to be disturbed. This toxic fugue drives them from the chamber, suffering the effects of the poisonous air, and ruin their haste in hunting for valuables. Yeah, I'm just making all the wrong choices today. I'm so sorry, varlets. Alright. We made it. After only one good choice out of, what, 6? It's a literal heart of corruption. Lives of Gyarados, 73.60. If it has not a head to sever, cut out the heart. I think maybe Vix have become my favorite character. He's got a lot of good one-liners. I like him. Capture Cyberfoot, high-value target confirmed. Combat capabilities confirmed. Scaviola, biomechanical structure apparent. Hypothesis. Reference flare virus. Hybrid machine curse. A bioviral infection. Imperative. Acquires... a capture says the coursing is complete. The quarry is at bay. Strike for the kill. I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for a thrill. This chamber is dominated by a hideous sight. A mass of flesh and body parts pulses in the center of the chamber like a cocoon assembled from the corpses of the tomb's dead. The mass is composed of both fresher Skitarii dead and older mummified bodies, probably from the vanishing settlers of St. Eckhard's Hope. Let's fight. Oh, is that him with a fleshy cape? Alright, we got everybody in our team. Trying to figure out the layout of this place. I'm guessing I gotta go around to get to him. So I'll be fighting a lot of guys on my way to him. So let's move everybody into position. Alright, we're gonna start with no points, but I'll immediately use my, what's it called? My... Canticle, there we go, the Canticle that gives me points, so it shouldn't be a big deal right now. Alright, We are surrounded. Can I... Looks like we have no... Oh, that's gonna be an issue. We have no way of gaining cognition points. Oof, that's gonna be a problem. Alright, Chaos. I'm gonna have you move up ahead. Alright, I think we're gonna end turn there. Until I can figure out a way to... do some... Or at least gain some cognition, we're gonna stay at range. From here? Yes, I can. Very nice. We're gonna move up for that and turn there. I'm just gonna shoot this guy right here. Very nice. Alright, Region. Have them getting up, so let's keep moving. Alright, I think we enter in there. And headphone, can he attack? Yes, he can. So shoot at him and very nice! Critical damage. Alright, looks like he's gaining HP every single time I kill one of his guys, but like I said, it looks like it's the only way that I can gain cognition in this level. I think we'll end turn there. Alright, Chaos Hunter. Alright, Vise's turn. We'll get him close. Let's see if I can actually maybe hit him with one of my Mechadendrites and kill him. Okay, and turn. Turn there. Alright, good. We got some hardy boys, so we don't have to worry too much about damage with these guys, looks like. Alright. So I'm gonna get right behind him over here. Since Ragion can really move. Alright, making headway. Yes, he continues to gain +4 match HP, but hopefully I'm in fact see. I'm gonna go ahead and send a drone to check out how much HP he's got. He's got 50 HP. So hopefully killing all these guys is just healing him. That's what I'm hoping, as opposed to actually giving him more HP. But even if it does, I think we'll be okay. We'll see. And turn there. I figure with all the blasting we're gonna do to him once we get up there, we'll be okay and not have to worry too much about his HP counter. And enter. Okay. And that's not ominous at all. Oh crap, a death mark. Here we go. Let's deal with this guy. phase shift again, buddy. Alright, Visa. You got a blaster, start blasting. Okay, now let's see. He gained... he is gaining HP. He's now at 54. High Ranger. Go ahead and attack this guy. Nice at 58. He reanimated. That's gonna be a problem. Oh well, at least it was an attack of opportunity. So fortunately we were able to stop him before he did anything stupid. Alright. Ragion, we're gonna have you go in and get hurt a little bit. Because this sniper is always a pain. Alright. No mucking around. Let's kill this guy. I kinda wanna go ahead and just attack him now, but I'm gonna refrain. Try to use as little bit of our points as possible. J-Ray, go ahead and blast this guy right in the face. And he's down. Good. Ray says. So anyway, I started blasting. Come on, J-Ray. How you been? Oh, and thank you for the donation the other day. I really appreciate it. he trying to keep calling his minions? There we go, he's actually gonna fight now. Oh, that was a lot of... That was a lot of... damage. Alright, Chaos Hunter. Distant prayers. Alright, I need you there pronto. Jerry says, no worries, I made dumplings from scratch. Woo! Nice. What kind of dumplings? Alright, we're gonna keep moving. See if I can get close enough to heal our boy Regia. Alright. And now, since I'm here, I'm gonna start blasting at this guy. And we will end the turn there. Yeah. Okay, and since we've lost already enough of our cognition points, I'm gonna gain some more. And now we're full up again. Let's keep moving, guys. We need to take the fight to him. We can't just keep attacking his lackeys. And J-Ray says pork and cabbage filled gyoza. Ooh, that sounds tasty. And Espaghetto Valera says, interesting, I just made some jambalaya. Ooh. With all the trimmings? Okay, we're gonna have him move. He's probably gonna get hit a little bit. In fact, now let's just keep him out of sight. And turn. Okay, Regia. Time to get serious. Spaghetti Valeria says all the trimmings. Nice. Espagator Valeria, is that your like usual cuisine, or is that the kind of food that's from where you're from, or is it just something you learned along the way? Espagator says, I am born and bred Southern Louisiana Cajun. Ooh, that means it must be really good.
Take this pain. Know my suffering.
Oh, you could be the one suffering here in a second. Alright. Vice is almost there. Almost there. Alright, and let's use our refractor shield. And looks like I'm not to actually get him into position, so we'll move him over here just so he can actually be around friends. Spaghetti Valeria says, ain't no cooking like Cajun cooking. Nice. I mean, I'm pretty sure the rest of the world that would disagree with you. But I know Southern cooking is really nice cooking. I have had a bit of it. Okay, so our Skitaris aren't surrounded, but we can start shooting at this. This, what's it called? This sniper, the death mark? Yeah, let's shoot at the death mark. And turn, but here's my other Skitari Vanguard, and he's gonna shoot at him as well. Aw, man, he's covering that position, so I can't really get him. Maybe I can... No, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and take the hit. There we go, one sniper down. Inquisitor Callahan says, did it crash? I don't know. I don't think so. Hold on. I'm checking. Looks like we're still live, so. Alright, so going back to the game. And Bacana Boy is back saying, howdy, howdy, members of the Mechanicus that commit tech heresy. The necromancers ain't showing on my end. That's weird. I'm showing like I'm live. I think it's still showing that I'm live. Thaddeus says, well, Gadaper before that says, ain't showing on my end. And Thaddeus says, Switch is live on my end. Maybe re-upload or reload my Emperor. Yes, please try that. Yes, I don't know what's been going on. The machine spirits have not been happy today. But I think we got all the issues covered. So I'm gonna add Gadaper says, got it working. Okay, great. Let's continue taking on the vile alien. The sniper's back up. I couldn't get rid of him in time. What of Callahan says, it's back on my end. Okay, happy to hear it. I hate these death marks, they're so annoying. Ready on. Hit him with all your might. Of course I absorbed it. We got that refractor shield on. Your claw on yourself. turn.
Steeped in death, driven by hate, I brim over with this agony.
Yeah, he keeps calling his minions. But we got him on the ropes now. He cannot be sending any more guys. More snipers. Alright. No more playing around. Okay. Okay, we're gonna stay here in a holding pattern. I do not want to use up any more of my points. I'm running low, and unfortunately, he keeps calling guys. I don't want to keep healing. Okay, we're gonna have to use this to get a canonical. And we're gonna use it to gain cognition points again, because I'm running low and I need my cognition points. Alright, for that we'll use cognition freedom. Let's get this flamethrower run. All right. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go ahead and hit delay turn on them. There we go. Let's move our Skitari out of there. And we're healing him again. Ugh. Because of the height of this map, whenever I'm shifting between characters, it glitches a little bit. And he's down. We lost one of our guys. It was Headphone. I think we just lost Headphone. Mr. Gray Browning is saying, are you winning, son? So far, I'd say I am, but at great cost. And that's why I use the refractor shield.
I feel the sleepless nights ending. The nightmare.
But how you doing, Mr. Gray Browning? Hope all is well. What you been up to?
At last. It is over.
Alright, I think all we need is one more hit and we're done. Mr. Gibran says pain, sore from work with new blisters, the normal. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about the blisters though. What do you have to do today? Go on desk, Mark. Alright, Chaos Hunter. Start blasting. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's try to kill this guy. There we go. Oh wow, he was a little rough, especially with the fact that we couldn't gain any cognition points. Except by healing him. That was really annoying. Mr. Gary Browning says, today I cleaned a conference center. I had to put out a fire and things like that. Oh wow. Like a natural? Or you mean like you had to deal with some crazy, out of nowhere problem? And we got Mission Complete! The hulking horror that is Lord Ubujao collapses to the ground in a massive torn flesh and ruptured metal. The fusion of biological and mechanical parts prevents the remains from teleporting away in their entirety, leaving many gory chunks of Ujiao's structure oozing on the floor. The cohort can recover these after they have given the Omnissiah thanks for helping them prevail against such a monstrosity. Nice. Oh, and again, for those who don't know, the miniatures on the right are miniatures that I will, at least one of these is the one I will start painting on Thursday. So please put in your votes in the chat of you would like me to paint. So far we have, I believe, one vote for A, which is the Zinch Marine. But yeah, we have the Zinch Marine, we have the Chaos Cultist for Slanesh, and we have a Chaos Dwarf. So let me know. And it's only coincidental that they're all Chaos related. Thaddeus says, I love dwarves, but gotta vote A. I'm pretty happy with A. That was a whole kit bash there. Yeah, even the chess piece was from a Coinate Berserker of Age of Sigmar that I kind of fused in there with some green stuff. I wanted to give him a more heavy sort of knight appearance. I think it came out pretty well. Captrix, kill confirmed, unmaking concluded. And so I guess that's 2 for the Zinch Marine. Falcinius, at Greek cost, none who witness Lord of Jah will be the same. Even my neurovault struggle to contain the disgust and dread at such a sight. Catrick says, bodies heal, mind heals. Lord of Jah remains dead. Time is on our side. Very optimistic. Faustini says the Tomb of Ubujao is still a moral threat, but with Ubujao gone, it will not continue to get worse. We may yet hold it, Catrix. We may yet be victorious on Silva Tenebris. Catrix's concept of victory is dependent on high-value target eliminations. There will be more calls to the chase. The hunt is not yet finished. Alright, I'm pretty sure I gained very little, what's it called? Very little, Blackstone out of that. Alright, Canticle of the Iron Soul. The next attack will deal plus 8 damage. The flesh shall wither, but the steel shall endure. And looks like we've reached 100. of the Necron Awakening. I wonder if I can just... Okay, I can't do any more missions. I can only do the main mission. I guess that's what happens when you complete the Necron Awakening level. So let's go ahead and see who we can upgrade before it's too late. So Eragion, our number 1. 16. Okay, J-Ray needs some upgrades. Yeah, let's switch out the head. Let's give him this one. We have an upgraded Kurato Mechanized, very nice. That means I gotta give that to... Where is Chaos Hunter? There he is. Gotta get rid of something. Looks like his infested Megadendron's gonna go down a level. Just so he can heal better. Okay, so Ragion is fully upgraded with his infested Megadendrites. The ones he's got are okay. J-Ray definitely needs an upgrade on Kuratyo Claw. Or the other Kuratyo Mechadendrites. Here we go. This one. Eradication Ray. Yeah, let's give this to J-Ray. Eradication Ray. Okay, Visa. Heavy grav cannon. I like keeping in my flame guy, so we're gonna leave Visa continuing to wield the flame. Headphone. J-Ray says goated, yeah. Let's see what damage that sucker does. Okay, so we need to give him a better Infestus. There we go. And I think that's that. I think we can go ahead and go back to mission control. And since we can only do one thing, and that is fight the boss, I guess we're fighting the boss today. Am I gonna be able to beat him? I don't know. Hopefully we will. Now we gotta go in with everything. Videx, Levistians, 922. Knowledge will ever be a blessing and a curse. We have uncovered the tomb of this world's overlord, and it will soon be awake. It seems there is but one course of action open to us. Scaviola, haste equals no lecture of Madness. The tomb of Saigezon equals plus 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 potential. Falsinius, enough! Videx is right. I returned equal parts determined in horror at the knowledge overlord Zaregon, that's how you say that, Zaregon, lies within. If there is anything I have learned at the altar of the Omnissiah, is that this Xenos must die. Scaviola, statement acceptance. If that is your will, Magos. Falsinius, my will does not matter. It is the will of the Omnissiah. Praise the Omnissiah. So we're gonna have to fight 3 bosses all together. Let's see how we do, because we didn't beat, I think, all the available bosses. So we're gonna have to fight 3 at the same time. Let's see how it goes. Zaragon is the catalyst, Magos. As he stirred in his sleep, so the Necrons began to wake. Now he has risen. Every Necron on this damn planet is climbing out of his sarcophagus. Thaddeus, that is why it has to be done now. High value target profile fragmentary. Overlord Zaragon, capabilities unknown. Reanimation probable. Xenos weaponry probable. Extreme combat capability probable. Well, seeing as I expect Zaragon to be more than equal of anything we have faced on this world. But it would be the gravest dereliction of my duty if we left this world with the Overlord alive. Captains, hunt solution calculated. Speed, fury, faith. Code Venerator Omega. Capra, it's all my Skatari can do to keep a foothold in the tomb. We can get your cohort inside, but that's it. Pausanias, if the will of Mars is with us, that is all we will need. Catrix, the hounds hunger, the spear yearns, the hunt is on. Okay, we got healing, which I guess that's something. Alright, the image of Overlord Zaragon looms huge in the noosphere, as if his physical form has a corresponding information halo that infects the very information in the air. The dread and disorientation this causes threatens to degrade the cohort's battlefield effectiveness. So we can go, it's, I guess, a sacredness? Have the cohort perform a prayer recession to steel their minds against Zaragon's presence. Scorn, counter Zaragon's appearance with data prayer broadcast into the local noosphere. Or sacrifice, have the cohort enact a painful self-flagellation ritual to purify their minds through with pain. I'm gonna go with sacredness. Let prayer guide us. Yes! Haha! Though the terrifying image of Zaragon is undimmed, the cohort are at least able to focus their minds through prayer enough to concentrate on the mission at hand. And we gained 4 CP and 80 Blackstone. Okay, eeny meeny, I'm gonna go with the round one. Alright. The right one. Round one was the right one. Scaviola Hypothesis, Council Chamber / Audience Hall. Alright, the magnificence of the tomb of Zaragon reaches a crescendo in this chamber, where the walls are encrusted with statues of Necron lords, each with eyes glowing with some inner power. Concentric rings of hieroglyphics cover the floor. We can sanctify, pray here to counteract the unholiness of such alien splendor. Search, examine the chamber for useful resources or intelligence. Or smash, do as much damage to the chamber as possible. The Necron monuments themselves must be toppled. We're gonna smash. Smash this stuff. Smash the alien.
Responds to the unknown with undirected violence. The definition of the animal, of the savage.
Yeah. We're just not happy we're breaking your stuff. Oh, well, J-Ray took a little bit of damage, but we'll live. One trooper goes to behead one of the statues with a radium rifle stock, but the impact is returned in a flash kinetic energy that throws the trooper across the chamber. The voice of Overlord Zaragon oozes through the noosphere. It'll be okay, J-Ray. We'll heal you up. Don't worry. We got you. Many more. Okay, we got the 2 more rooms.
such precocious ambition for such a young and insignificant race. Like insects with pretensions to build palaces from dirt. What do you think you will do with your weak, fleshly bodies and your fanatical devotion to gods that never were? What do you imagine you will make of this galaxy?
Yeah, you're probably just jealous of our fleshy bits, since you have 0 fleshy bits. Alright, the voice of Overlord Zeragon booms from every voxcaster and comlink in the tomb, creating a deafening crescendo that is nonetheless undistorted and clear. Go with Destiny, we'll build an Imperium that will never fall. Dominance, we will exterminate all Xenos and rule as the sole lords of the galaxy. Perfection, we will advance the human race, the species as perfect machine. I'm gonna go with Destiny. We will build an Imperium that will never fall.
Your Imperium has already fallen. It is in its death throes, a blink of an eye as the universe reckons it. Thousands of years for you. I can see this from my brief contact with your kind, yet you are blind to it. Death surrounds you, and death shall soon claim you all.
And we lost 3 CP. Ah! Wrong choice.
Every moment I learn more about you,
Zeragon, every moment I learn, boy,
I
he stopped.
understand how to hate. This rage, this disgust that you feel at everything different from yourselves. That is what I feel for you. What quality, what virtue do your kind have that makes you deserving of anything but extinction?
I mean, I guess we're not so different, you and I? Alright, the words of Lord Zeragon transmit to every soul in and around his tomb, intrusive thoughts that seem to orient from the thinker's own brain. Piety, our unshakable piety and faith, steadfastness, our resilience in the face of constant threats of extinction, and ambition, the determination to conquer the stars. I'm gonna go with steadfastness, or resilience in the face of constant threats of
How
extinction.
can you understand your own extinction when you are as children, with barely a few thousand years of starfaring to your name? You cannot comprehend the threats that bear down on you even now. When your light is snuffed out, it will be as if you never existed.
And 2 HP. From everybody? All units. Okay, everybody took 2 HP. Come on, we got this. We got this. Videx, I can feel it, Magos. The unholiness of this place. The corrupt heart of Suva Tenebris. Scamiola, run analysis into noosphere. Infection, corruption, contamination, speculation, hatred / humanity. Ape humanity given form. Catrix, there are no words enough in all the scripture I have stored to prepare us for this. Catrix high value target confirmed.
I see you cannot come in person. No matter. When your pawns are dead, I shall deal with you next. Nothing is beyond my reach. Certainly not you.
Don't worry, Varlets, we got. He's talking out of smack for a guy who's about to get smacked down. Well, Faustina says, Overlord Zaragon, yours shall be the fate of all Xenos. Extinction at the hands of a species you underestimated. You have tried to break our spirit, but you have failed. Now it is your turn. Yeah.
And stare your annihilation in the eye.
Faustinus, and we will show you what happens when you cross swords with humankind. Hopefully there will be cognition depots on this one. So that was a bit of a pain. Okay, yeah, there are. Good. Kill all enemies. We gotta kill everybody. We can't leave a single one alive. All roads lead to Rome. So where are all the enemies? There's one. There's the other one. Oh, there's a third one. I don't see the third one. This one, it was supposed to be 3 guys that I had to kill. Oh well. Here's what we'll do. We'll send everybody over to that one guy and all, you know, gang up on him. Oh, sorry, I didn't even notice that Thaddeus went with one. Ah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Thaddeus, I should have paid attention. I got so focused. Gunner Mass says, new objective. Purge, yeah. Purge the alien. Alright, headphone. Let's put you over here. Ragdown's pretty speedy. I'll keep it. Sure. Start that. Ragion. I get the feeling that these things are powering up the main baddie. So we're definitely gonna have to stop that. So let's go ahead and start smashing stuff. Magnus, the defender of old. the Red Defender of old. There we go. Thank you very much for the Waku Waku, Magnus. And welcome to Looking Cute While Gaming. Currently taking on the alien. And you played Mechanicus before? Magnus the Red Defender says, nope. What brings you by? Do you like WH40K? Are you just curious? What, I'm always curious as to see what brings people in. Alright, and turn. Magnus says the Warhammer lore, and I like seeing other people's experience. Also, nice model. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. This is my Mechanicus Protocol skin. You can actually choose what skin I wear with the bits that you get from watching. The channel points, I mean, not the bits. Channel points. I have several to choose from, and like I said, this one's my Mechanicus Protocols one. Which I feel like it's very fitting since I'm playing Mechanicus. But yeah, what exactly of Warhammer lore grabbed you? Like, is there a specific army or character that you really like? Magnus of the Red says the Thousand Suns, which I should have figured from the name. But it's always good to ask. Sometimes, neither here nor there. But sometimes it's right in your face. God Emperor Man saying, yelling out Magnus. Yes, my Emperor, Magnus is here. Magnus says, I like all the factions besides Aldari and Wolf Chords. And Thaddeus says, sounds like another vote for Mini A. Yes. By the way, Magnus, if you see the miniatures to the right of the gaming screen, you'll see three choices. You can choose one of those three for which one I will paint next, and I will start painting it on Thursday. You can choose my Zinch Marine, which is sort of a Space Marine that follows Zinch but is not related to Thousand Suns. B, which is my Neshi Chaos Cultist, or for Necromunda, or C, my Chaos Dwarf. Alright, so Magnus the Red says Mini A, so that's 3 votes for A. Anybody want to try to beat that? Please say so in the comments. Right now it's 3 for A. Somebody rolls a game with a sexy saxophone. And Magnus the Red says, who's your favorite character in Legion? Okay, my favorite character is actually Caiaphas Cain. My favorite Legion? That would be a split. If you're talking Loyalists, my favorites are the White Scars. If you're talking Traitors, my favorites are the Iron Warriors. But if you ask simply what favorite Space Marine character or mark I like, my favorite is Jagadai Khan. Jagadai Khan for me is my favorite of all the Primarchs. Yeah, as far as non-Primarch character or Space Marine that I like, that's a tough one. Maybe... Unfortunately, I haven't read enough Space Marine books to say for sure, but probably Lucas the Trickster. I read his book and I really liked it. He was a pretty cool and chill guy. Magnus the Red says, have you heard of Argol Tall? Yes, I have. Argol Tall, I've heard, is very goated. However, I haven't read any of his stuff personally, though that's why I can't necessarily say for sure that he's my favorite. I'd have to read the stuff he's in order to at least feel I can put him in a favorite slot. Okay. J-Ray, go ahead and blast this thing, why don't you? And Magnus the Red Defender says also Erebus killed the Primarch's mother. Which mother is that? We talking Gilliman's mother? I think I remember hearing something about that. I can't remember whose mother it was. But since the only like main mother character I can think about is Gilliman's mother, that's what I'm thinking that you mean. Magnus says not biology, but the female perpetual. Erda. Okay, yes, he did. Erebus is not well liked. Magnus the Red says also Erebus isn't even Erebus. He stole the identity of Erebus. Yes, I'm aware of that one. Let's have him heal himself. Let me get in there. There we go. And Tiny says F Erebus. Yeah, everybody says that, F Erebus. He is not liked at all. But sometimes I feel like you really do need a very dislikable bad guy. God Emperor Man says he is one of those well-written characters that everybody loves to hate. Exactly. You need a villain like that. Okay, hopefully doing all this damage to this thing will actually do something. Magnus says Karn beat him up, yes. Gunbur Man says Karn, what a swell guy, am I right? Even Lorgar hates him. Well, that's what Magnus the Red said, yeah. Yeah, Karn is actually well liked, I think because of his portrayal prior to becoming this just crazed berserker.
What right have you?
I already see what Neftus does.
Planet? It was hours before you crawled from the swamps of your home world.
Magnus says Erdal Toll and Karn were bros. Yeah, I heard. Erdal Toll, he was a word bearer, right?
But inefficient.
Hello, well, he's a written. Oh, so they feel cognition. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. Uh-oh, did it freeze on me? Magnus says there's also a nice documentary on a Tyranid invasion. Oh, really? Alright, good, good. So, I think that actually did some damage to him, so destroying those is actually useful. Good to know. Alright, Visa, I think his turn is pretty much done. I don't think he can do anything else. So we're gonna end turn there.
I see the architecture of fate. I see your deaths written in stone. All the galaxy is laid out before us, and in it, your species has no place.
Alright, let's see what he does.
You still possess vessels of flesh, so primitive.
What do you mean so primitive? That's what you want! You want your flesh back! Okay, we're not calling in Skitari backup yet. Alright, I'm gonna have the Ragion move around. Garner some cognition, and then just start wailing on this guy who goes around stealing cognition. And I think that is his turn. Can I get more cognition? Yeah, I think I can here. Let's see, there's one. We were destroyed one. Get us the one here too. There's that 1-3. So there's a few of those. I wonder if I try to attack him while those things are still powering up, if he gains immunity from attacks, or if he just gains power from them. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn there, and I'm gonna have Chaos Hunter start smashing this. And I think maybe I can grab one more cognition point. Yes, I can. Here we go. I kinda wanna try the eradication ray, but I'm gonna... what the hell? I think it's just about the end of my turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit save here. I just wanna see what it does. So we're gonna use cognition points. Use the eradication ray. Look at it. Just pours right through that. And he lost 10 more damage. Nice. All right, so that's the end of the game for today. And so far, it looks like we got 3 points on the Zeech Marine. That is the model we will be painting next week. And by that, I mean this coming Thursday. So again, guys, keep an eye out for my streams. I stream every Thursday and every Sunday. Both times at 7 p.m. EST. So keep a lookout for that, and you'll start seeing me paint this very heavy guy with the big old horn pretty soon. And yeah, if you like what I do, would like to support, please consider subscribing to my Twitch channel or donate to my Ko-Fi at Rosanna US Art. Or if you missed an episode, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, which is also called Rosanna US Art. I dual stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so whichever platform you prefer. So far, it seems that YouTube is the more stable platform. But again, all the prizes are available on Twitch. God Emperor Man says, well, I'm gonna head out later. You take care, God Emperor Man. Thank you very much for coming. It's always a pleasure to have you here. And I look forward to seeing how your new land speeder does, how it looks. So send pictures. And yeah, and remember that if you'd like to commission me to paint a mini for you, then please hit me up on Instagram over at Rosanna US Art. So again, before we go, let's see who we can raid. Who is currently available for raiding? Let's go ahead and raid Painty Paint Pits. He's currently, I don't know what he's painting. Let me see if I can get a good look. Some kind of weird Zinchi monstrosity. So, probably very fitting. Ludicrous Callahan says, Ave Imperator, Interrogator. Ave Imperator to you as well, Ludicrous Callahan. I'm gonna go ahead and hit raid right now. So, yeah, thank you very much for coming, and I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday when I start painting that Marine. Anyway, I've been Rosario US, and I'm signing off from the Grim Dark Future. Bye-bye, varlets!